I've been doing this for a really long time, and I decided that I'm going to go old school with it. I'm old school, and I wanted to bring up some stuff so we have a clear understanding about what's going on right now with this president, what's going on with war crimes, what's going on just in general. I think if you're listening to this, you pretty much are caught up. I had wrote a small piece of information on my Facebook page. If you would like, you can like and subscribe and get all of my new information at Esoteric-Truth Radio. Anyway, so I had wrote that a lot of us forgot about Agenda 21. And there's a video that I posted there called Agenda 21 for Dummies. I completely forgot that it existed. So back in the day, the first Bush, he had came out in the early 1990s and said, we're ushering in the New World Order. He implemented it, right? He implemented all of this information about how we're going to run things. His son wound up doing the Patriot Act. It's been a long time coming. Here's where things get kind of weird. So even though he implemented all of this stuff that obviously we're paying for longer down the line, Clinton kept it. Obama kept it. Everybody kind of just keeps it. The same way that Obama was supposed to, he actually ran on saying that he was going to dismantle the Patriot Act. As soon as he got in, he went, it was running out of time, and he replaced it. He put it right back. And a lot of people were pissed, but we have a tendency of forgetting a lot of things. So, especially during the early 2000s and the late 1990s, there was a lot of information coming out. They were talking about how we were going to destroy food, how it would later on be used against us, which will be another little audio that I'm going to do probably later on today. Anyway, so they were talking about sustainable energy. And it was a huge thing because people thought that it was a plan. Like it was a plan to take over, people's farms, definitely control the food. We didn't see it the way that we see it now. Back then, it was seen as a huge problem. Like, the earth does what it does. Everybody said it was a hoax and it was a big old plan. So here's what I see now. The sustainable clean energy, the space that we've been making since the late 1990s, we've been clearing out a lot of space. Now, Trump comes into office and says that we're going to place these data centers all over the place. We have been planning and taking space all this time. There are a lot of countries out there that own thousands of acres of farmland. They have been buying it for decades. Those people that are part of this regime right now, they've already bought their property. He's like, oh, we're going to bring in China. We're going to bring in these people. They bought the property. All they needed was to go ahead for him to say, we're going to place the data centers. We're going to implement this. We're going to do it now. And everybody's like, oh, we're just starting. No. This has always been in play. The only thing they have to do now is build. I currently live in the Midwest, and I know the state that I'm in right now, I moved. The state that I'm in right now has agreed to make one of these data centers. They're not knocking anything down. They're just building from empty spaces. Trump did this early on in this presidency, where he was taking over buildings. I think a 2-hour long audio on my Rumble account. Literally, because somebody leaked or somebody accidentally put the list out of all the places that were going to be affected, and I was able to catch it. And before they took it down, so I read off every single state, every single building, and the address. So if you want, you can go to my Rumble account. It's Lovespiracy, and read it off there in case you forgot or in case you're concerned about where you work or where you live. Anyway. So we already have the space. Everything's already coming into play. So I was wondering, how come we don't talk about Agenda 21? We went to Project 2025. If you think about it, Trump came into office when? 2021. He already implemented the beginning process of Agenda 2021. And when did he return? 2025. to finish off Project 2025. This is the first part of me having a discussion on how Trump and the royal family have been pretty much, this has been planned. I think I want to go back as far as we possibly can. But if you want to listen to part 2, I will be discussing the bloodline of Trump and the royal family, where Meghan Markle is involved. And if you want to, you can like and subscribe. I have a Rumble account under Lovespiracy. And if you want, I'm trying to reach 500 followers, Esoteric-Truth Radio on Facebook. And thank you for taking the time. Come back for part 2.